Eyewitness Weather forecast.
And a good Thursday evening to everybody. I'm meteorologist Jordan Reed, tracking dreary conditions over the next couple of hours, and it looks like our weekend could start that way as well. But sandwiched in between, we'll have a nicer day tomorrow. At least it will be a little bit breezy though. So let's get right to that live picture in downtown Utica, which looks very similar to the picture that we had up behind me. A lot of rain out there right now, overcast skies. Current temperature 68 degrees. At one point we were up into the low 80s this afternoon, and we also have an east-southeasterly breeze at around 7 miles an hour. That dew point has also come up, so you may notice it feels a little sticky, a little muggy, a little humid out there because of that increased moisture out there. You don't have to look hard to find where the front has been and also where the showers have been, because there's more green as opposed to the yellow and oranges on the map. But many of us are into the 60s. Otsego County's into the lower and middle 70s, and over toward Albany it's still in the middle and if not the upper 70s there. That's because the front hasn't passed through. We'll still be up in the upper 70s tomorrow, which is a little bit above where we should be for this time of year, but slightly cooler than the last few days. And then we'll see another front moving through on Saturday with highs between 60 and 65. A lot of rain that day, and then we'll see a few clouds as we go through Sunday. Definitely looking like the better of the two weekend days. The closest we get to average beyond tomorrow over the next few days will be Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday into the lower and middle 70s, and then Saturday through Monday will be into the 60s. Many of us across New York, the western portion of it, back toward western Pennsylvania, northeast Ohio, are into the 60s right now, but you don't have to go far to the east of the front to find temperatures along the Interstate 95 corridor, the eastern seaboard, still up into the 70s and 80s. That's because the front hasn't gone through there. That'll happen tonight and during the day tomorrow. Where we do need the rain though, and we just haven't gotten it, is from Herkimer County off toward the east, although it looks like we're getting some right now. We're abnormally dry on the U.S. Drought Monitor. We have had some damaging wind reports. The most notable that I saw was in Central Square, where there was a tree down on wires, and the wires did catch on fire because of that. Just a lot of heavy rain across our area right now, thanks to, again, the front and the trough passing through. High pressure builds in during the day tomorrow. It will be quite breezy, though, and then that next area of low pressure back toward the Twin Cities will be with us as we head through the day on Saturday. But at least we'll have a dry start to the weekend and wrap up to the work week, I should say, on Friday, with temperatures in the 50s tonight, making our way back to around 80 degrees tomorrow, so slightly cooler. There could be some showers tomorrow night into Saturday morning, but most of the rain holds off until Saturday late morning into the early afternoon, when there could be as much as another half to 1 inch of rain, with the best chance of rain being on Saturday, an 80% chance. The rest of the time looks pretty dry, maybe except for Sunday in the Adirondacks. There could be a few showers. Other than that, we'll see a few clouds, but definitely noticeably cooler both Sunday and Monday, and Saturday even more so with that rain. And then we do brighten things up Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of next week and get a little bit closer to average with highs in the lower and middle 70s. Thomas, back to you.
Thank you. This is brought to you by Nye Automotive Group. Come see why it's gotta be Nye. Now, your Eyewitness Weather forecast.
And a good Thursday evening to everybody. I'm meteorologist Jordan Reed, tracking things quieting down, thankfully, over the next couple of hours, although we will still see a few showers. So let's get right to it out there. Live look at downtown Utica shows us that the roads are certainly wet, but they are a lot quieter than it was about 4 hours ago. And we were dealing with some severe weather in portions of our area. Right now, we're, again, just dealing with some showers. Temperature right now is 60 degrees. Winds out of the west at 6 miles an hour. So that's a sign that the cold front has crossed the area. Earlier, it was out of the southeast, and it feels like 60 degrees. And because the dew point and the temperature will be so close, and we've got some added moisture, there could be some patchy dense fog early tomorrow morning, and the pressure is also rising rapidly as well now that the cold front has crossed. It was 83 degrees at one point earlier this afternoon. Now we're again around 60, so we were above average yet again today. And tomorrow we will be likely above average again, and the latest low hasn't come in yet. It's likely going to drop, but we'll likely be somewhere around 57 for the overnight low. Obviously not anywhere near the records of 97 or 36. Temperatures across the area right now in the upper 50s to the lower, if not the middle 60s out there right now. And we're still dealing with some showers over toward the southeastern Adirondacks and Capital Region, which is the reason why on the other side of that, temperatures are warmer there. So we'll have a few clouds both tomorrow and on Sunday, but obviously much warmer tomorrow, 79, both weekend days in the 60s, and then sandwiched in between that, we've got another cold front coming our way on Saturday with temperatures in the 60s as well as some rain. That 60 60-degree temperature range looks to last into the first few days of next week, both Sunday and Monday around 65. And then we return to a little bit more seasonable cool weather Tuesday through Thursday with highs in the lower and middle 70s. Again, that average high around 77. Will be a little bit warmer than that during the day tomorrow. Where we could use some rain is the eastern sections of our viewing area from Herkimer County closer toward the capital region. And it looks like showers there will be hanging around over the next few hours. In terms of storm reports, we did have some straight line wind damage. It's going to be investigated. There was a tornado in the Ava area where there was a tree down on a house. And thankfully from that area off toward the west, things have quieted down. We're dealing with some moderate to heavier downpours over the eastern portions of our viewing area as that cold front continues to make its way through. So overnight tonight, things will quiet down with temperatures between 55 and 60. And then tomorrow we'll make a run at 80 yet again with a south and southeasterly breeze around 10 to 20, gusting higher than that. Rain totals only about 1/10 of an inch additional expected, but as we go through Saturday, we'll see more of that rain heading our way with much cooler temperatures, only between 60 and 65. Definitely Sunday looking like the better of the 2 weekend days with a few clouds both then and on Monday, around 65 both days. And then we'll see a lot of sunshine through the midweek next week with temperatures slightly warmer, more like the low to mid 70s. Thomas, back over to you.
Thank you, Jordan.
Now, your eyewitness weather forecast.
And a good Thursday evening to everybody. I'm meteorologist Jordan Reed, tracking some more tranquil weather heading our way over the next few hours, although we'll still have a few showers over the next few hours as well. Let's take a live look right now at downtown Utica, where the arterial is fairly wet out there, although definitely the rain not coming down to the intensity that it was over the last few hours. 60 degrees right now, winds out of the west at 3 miles an hour. Winds were previously out of the southeast, and that was ahead of the cold front, but now we're behind the cold front, so now temperatures are dropping. The dew point is also dropping. It was up into the mid 60s earlier this afternoon, but because that temperature and the dew point are so close and we've had some added moisture, there could be some patchy fog overnight tonight. Temperatures on either side of 60, just depending on where you are right now. Over the next 3 days, especially Saturday and Sunday, we'll have temperatures struggling to get into the lower and middle 60s with a few clouds both tomorrow, although we'll be in the upper 70s tomorrow, and on Sunday, and some more rain sandwiched in between as we go through the day on Saturday, part of another cold front moving through. So tomorrow will be above average, the average high 77 for this time of year. Definitely well below average Saturday through Monday, and then we'll still be a few degrees below average Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of next week, but by then we'll be starting to dry out. As far as the numbers compared to where they were this time last night, we're pretty neutral, if not a degree or a couple above where we were this time last night. Look at Warrensburg, 13 degrees above this time last night, but back toward the west where the cold front has already cleared the area, it's anywhere from about 5 to 8, even 11 degrees cooler the closer you head toward Lake Ontario. The main threat, as I mentioned, with this afternoon storms were going to be some strong winds, and that's exactly what happened. We have seen the last of the rain in Herkimer as well as Oneida County. It's starting to come to an end for Cooperstown, Oneonta portions of Otsego County. Given another hour or two, it should shut off there because the cold front is crossing through. Back behind it, we've got high pressure temporarily building in as we head through the day on Friday before the next cold front moves through on Saturday. So let's take a look at that for you. Overnight tonight, we'll have lows in the middle and upper 50s. Tomorrow, we'll see a southerly breeze, and that'll push our temperatures up into the upper 70s to around 80 degrees. And there could be gusts anywhere from 20 to 30 miles an hour at times, and then we'll see clouds as well as some more rain as we head through the day on Saturday. So things fairly dry over the next few days with the exception of Saturday when the rain chance is 80%, so you'll definitely want to be on alert for that. And then once we get beyond that, we'll see things drying out, but still temperatures only in the mid 60s both Sunday and Monday with a few clouds. Next week, Tuesday through Thursday, it looks mostly sunny. If not, we'll just see a few clouds with temperatures in the lower and middle 70s. In the meantime, Thomas, I'll send things back to you.
Thank you, Jordan.